Hello everyone, and welcome back to Age of Noob. Continuing our coverage of the upcoming new civilizations, we're going to be looking at all Malian landmarks this time around for Age of Empires 4. As mentioned in my previous video for the Ottomans, since balance is likely going to be tweaked for both civs before launch, I won't get too deep into which of the two options is the most powerful to pick from, but focus more on what they're intended to enable the Malian player, even if they get buffed or nerfed by launch. Okay, let's take a closer look now, starting with the Feudal Age. The first landmark the Malians can build is the Saharan trade network. This landmark acts as a toll outpost that comes with defensive arrow slits already researched. For those of you who don't know, the toll outpost is the Malian unique building that replaces the regular outposts, in which they instantly provide an additional 10% of their carried gold. And yes, this basically means that whenever a trader carrying gold enters the range of the outpost, the 10% is deposited right away. That said, the Saharan trade network further influences all traders and trade ships to generate food equal to the tax gold within its range, and all other toll outposts to have half the bonus effect at 50% of tax gold as food. Basically, it's a global buff for your toll outposts to provide a bit of food boost through your trade, and could be considered a minor defensive landmark as you can garrison 10 units inside for safety alongside the free arrow slits it comes along with. The second option for the Malians in the Feudal Age is the Mansa Quarry, which is much simpler than its counterpart. It's essentially a free passive gold or stone generator, as it will give you almost a relic's worth of gold or stone per minute at 75 per minute. Also, do not confuse this landmark with the typical pit mines. Those generate only 30 gold per minute and have to be built on gold veins. This landmark can be built anywhere and will generate significantly more gold per minute. Hence, your options in the Feudal Age are between accelerating your passive gold income further or having a slightly defensive landmark that is an investment for your mid to late game trade income. Moving on to the Castle Age, the first option for the Malians is the Grand Fulani Corral, which is purely an economic landmark focused on accelerating passive food income. Its effect is that nearby cattle provide 20 food per minute. Now, there are a few nuances to unpack here. The Malians do have a unique building called the Cattle Ranch, in which any cattle garrison within them will generate 28 food per minute. This is divided into 4 instances of 7 food each every 15 seconds. The Cattle Ranch can also garrison a maximum of 3 cattle at a given time. Originally, I thought this landmark required the cattle to be garrisoned in ranches, but this is not the case. As you can see, any cattle within its influence area generates 20 food per minute, at 4 food per 12 seconds to be exact. So yes, any cattle garrisoned in a cattle ranch within its influence will have the food generation stack, as you'll get a separate instance of food generation from the cattle ranch and a separate one from the Grand Fulani Corral. In summary, if you choose to go for this landmark in your games, make sure you build your cattle ranches around it for sure. The second option for the Malians is the Farimba Garrison. This military landmark allows you to quickly produce barracks and archery range units 5 at a time. More importantly, you only pay gold to recruit them with a 20% discount on the total resources of the 5 stack units. This basically is a design choice to reflect the paid mercenaries that were recruited and goes well with the importance of gold for the Malian Empire. But yes, you can recruit 5 Donso in 22 seconds for 360 gold, 5 Musafati warriors or archers in 22 seconds for 320 gold, 5 javelin throwers in 33 seconds for 480 gold, and 5 Musafati gunners in 52 seconds for 960 gold. And finally, the Imperial Age. The first option for the Malians is the Fort of the Huntress, which acts as a keep. Moreover, it has 2 additional effects. Infantry units nearby the landmark enter stealth for 10 seconds, and Musafati warriors and gunners gain the first strike buff, which deals more damage when breaking stealth with an attack. As you can see, I've built an example defensive use case in which your enemies would not see any of the gunners on the walls, and enemy units will receive additional damage due to the first strike. Of course, you can go for the riskier offensive approach as well. The other option in the Imperial Age for the Malians is the Griot Bara, which can begin festivals for 300 gold apiece. There are 3 unique festivals that you can choose from. The Food Festival will increase food gather rate by 50% for 30 seconds, the Military Festival will increase military unit production speed by 50% for 30 seconds, and the Siege Festival will double the siege and torch damage for all units for 30 seconds as well. Each festival has a clear outline, as you can see gold aura symbols for each festival when it's active, and you'll see red confetti for the Siege Festival, blue confetti for the Food Festival, and yellow confetti for the Military Festival. You can only have one festival running at a given time, and once the 30 seconds for the festival is over, you'll have to wait 60 seconds before starting the next one, so choose wisely. I think the visual design and clarity for this landmark is awesome, so good job to the developers on this one. And finally, although not a wonder, I also wanted to showcase the Malian wonder to you folks. Here's a very quick showcase of the Great Mosque of Djenné from different lightings and angles before we wrap this video up. Well, that's all you need to know about the Malian landmarks and wonder in Age of Empires 4. I also covered the Ottoman landmarks as well, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Next up, I'll summarize all upcoming balance changes, so that is going to be a long one. Hence, be sure to like and subscribe to not miss out on the plethora of upcoming patch content. As always, thanks for watching everyone, be sure to spend your gold wisely as the Malians, and see you all in the next one.